Complete the table of values to find ordered pairs, then graph each linear function. So here we are given the table with values for our domains, and we have the function y equals to 2x minus 3. So what we need to do now is kind of like what we did with the function table, plug in the value for x into the function, evaluate to find y, and then the x and the y would together make an ordered pair. And once we have our ordered pairs, we will be able to graph this linear function. So right now, let's plug in the value for x. So I have y equals 2 times negative 4 minus 3. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 3 is negative 11. So our ordered pair would be negative 4, negative 11. And then the next one, we plug in negative 2. So 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. So we have negative 2, negative 7. Then I have y equals 2 times 2 minus 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we have 2, 1. And then y equals 2 times 4 minus 3. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. So our last ordered pair would be 4, 5. Now, if you notice, our domain are always going to be increasing by 2, at least what's given to us. And then if you look at our y values, it's always increasing by 4. And actually, the x values aren't increasing by 2 between negative 2 and 2. That's why also for the y value between negative 7 and 1 is not increasing by 4. But if we have a 0 in the middle, our y value will be negative 3. So then we can see a consistent change. And as the x value are increasing by 2, the y value would be increasing by 4. So now let's go on and try to graph this linear function. So here's the graph. And we're going to plot the points that we found in the table. So first, let's plot the point negative 4, negative 11. Now remember, this is the x axis, the one that's horizontal. This is the y, the vertical axis. So we have negative 4, negative 11. So we have to go to the left on the x-axis, negative 4. Then we go down 11. It will be a little bit off the graph. Then we have, what else? Negative 2, negative 7. So negative 2, negative 7. Here. And then we have 2, 1. Now it's a positive 2. So on the x-axis, we're going to the right 2. And then y is positive 1, meaning we're going up 1. And then the last point would be at 4, 5. So going to the right 4 and then up 5. Now, if you evaluate the functions correctly, since this is a linear function, the graph is supposed to turn out to be a straight line. And if you look at these 4 points, they seem to be all aligned on a straight line. So we know that we evaluate this correctly. And now what we need to do is connect our points. And this would be the graph of this linear function. And put arrows at the end to indicate that this line continues on infinitely on both ends.